Fun fact, it's been 12 years since I got my very first platinum trophy, and I chose a game that was very fitting for me because I grew up playing Sonic the Hedgehog. It was my first game back in the day of the Sega Genesis. I haven't looked back since, so I figured today I should cover my journey in platinum trophy hunting. Now I want to try to keep this video under 20 minutes, so hopefully I don't rant too long, unsure. But yes, the very first platinum trophy I got in 2012 was for Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. I mean, like I just said 2 seconds ago, Sonic the Hedgehog was my very first game that I ever played. And so of course I had to platinum this. Basically just had to try all the various games that were in this collection. And I'll tell you what, I got hooked. I had a lot of free time back in 2012 and in my high school years, because now we're starting to get into some platinum trophies here. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. This one was a few months later, but great game in my opinion. Overhated. Looking back, I do think the first one's better, but this one was really fun to play as a kid. I enjoyed it. The next platinum trophy for me was Infamous. Now, as you can see here, this one took me a little while, but I got it eventually, and I don't think I used any guides. I think I just looked at the map to find all the collectibles and played through the game multiple times to get it. I was a big fan of this game back in the day. I literally would stay up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Literally, my mom would have to yell at me to go to bed because I was trying to platinum this game. Good times. Good times. And of course, if I platinum Infamous 1, I have to platinum Infamous 2, and that didn't take me too much longer. This one was also very fun. It improved on basically everything that Infamous 1 did. Great games. It's a shame that they don't make more of these in my opinion. Next up, we have Uncharted Drake's Fortune on the PS3. Now, I actually didn't discover the Uncharted series until Uncharted 3 started getting marketing, but once I played the beta for the Uncharted 3 multiplayer, I was hooked, and I made sure to go back and play Uncharted 1 and 2. You can see back in 2012, here they had a very creative name for the Platinum Trophy here. It's just called Platinum. Description, Platinum. Now, actually, I don't think this game released with the Platinum Trophy. I think it came out in the era of PS3 where there were no such thing as trophies, and then they added trophy support later. These games, I did use a guide. I'm pretty sure I bought guides for these, like physical textbooks, basically, to look at what treasures there were and where to find them, and also how to get through the game on crushing difficulty. If you don't know anything about crushing difficulty in the Uncharted games, give it a try, and you will learn real quick what they are all about. Moving on. Next, we had Sonic Generations. Again, I grew up a huge Sonic fan, and when they made a game like this back in the day, literally, I got it for Christmas in 2011. I platinumed it in 2012. Great game at the time. I have not touched it since. Don't know how it's aged, but I did it. It was probably pretty easy, not gonna lie. And since I love the Uncharted games so much, it was only fitting for me to platinum Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy. This one was definitely the easiest Jak and Daxter because I think this was the only one of the 3 games that I actually platinumed. I don't think I used a guide for this at all. This one you can pretty much do in pretty quickly. I don't know about 10 hours for sure, but it doesn't take much. This game was, I mean, the whole series got a little more mature as they went on, but this one was pretty easy. I mean, it originally came out on the PS2 and this was the PS3 port, so I got to experience it for the first time then. I enjoyed it a lot. As you can see, it really didn't take me long to platinum. So close on Jak 2 and Jak 3. So close. There's just a few collectibles that I didn't want to look up back in the day, and I'm pretty sure I lost those save files, so those will not be happening anytime soon, unfortunately. Oh, and then a goodie here, Ratchet and Clank All for One. What the heck? Okay, well, this starts the 2013 year of platinum trophies for me. Now, up until this point, I hadn't really played the Ratchet and Clank games. Actually, by the time this one came out, I probably had played a few of them, but not platinumed any of them. But this one was weird. This was the weird era of Ratchet and Clank. I'm not gonna say any more about it, but if you do your research, you'll find out pretty quickly. I mean, Google exists, so I'm just gonna keep telling y'all to use Google if you want the full backstory here. I'm not gonna provide the context just to make sure this video doesn't go on for hours on end. Continuing the theme of the weird era of PS3 Ratchet and Clank, we have Full Frontal Assault. You know, this one was the weird era because this one was also on the PS Vita, which very underrated console in my opinion. Shame it didn't have as long as a life it had. Did I say that right? Did my English work there? I also forgot to mention, if you see a game on this list that you think deserves respect, the rule is you have to drop a like. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Actually, I don't even do that. But if you see a game on here that makes you go, wow, good job, John, drop a like. If you have any suggestions for me, leave a comment, let me know. I'd be down to hear your suggestions. If you want to see me unlock more platinum trophies, make sure to drop a sub. I appreciate y'all for being here. Let's keep this list going with some more Ratchet and Clank. A cracking time. Dude, I'm so lost on the Ratchet and Clank story. Like, I don't remember what happened in which game. I truly do not. Yeah, I'm pulling a blank on what happened in this game, but I got the platinum. Dude, I did this one at 10 in the morning. This is how you know I was a child in 2013. That's crazy. All right, Ratchet Deadlocked. Wow, this one actually came out after the original trilogy. And this one was kind of just like a weird standalone, like Ratchet was stuck in an arena and you're just fighting hordes of enemies. Weird concept that actually worked really well in my opinion. It was just the combat aspect of Ratchet and Clank, and they turned that into a full game. It originally came out on PS2, and I'm pretty sure it had split screen even. So kind of lit for that. Speaking of the Ratchet and Clank trilogy, Ratchet and Clank 2. I believe this one's going commando. Well, considering the platinum's called he went commando. This one was a fun one. Again, I did these so long ago. 2013 was over 10 years ago. I was literally in high school when I played through this and got this platinum trophy. All I remember is that it was a great game. Did I do it again? Probably not, because I already did it. But I enjoyed it when I did it. Also, why did I platinum 2 before I platinumed 1? And here's 3, up your arsenal. Also, the PS2 era Ratchet and Clank, it was weird, but it was fun. And that's what made it so great. Next up, we have Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. I think this was the first Lego Star Wars game to have a platinum trophy. Because if Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga would have had a platinum trophy, I would have had it. I 100% that game on the GameCube so many times. But this is PlayStation, and I think that came out during the era of 0 trophy support. But I did it. First Lego platinum on this list. Again, I was in high school at this time, so bear with me. Oh, apparently this is the Star Wars era. Star Wars The Clone Wars, Republic Heroes. Dude, Star Wars Clone Wars, I stand by this. I love that show back in the day. And the fact that it only took until recently for people to like finally respect the show is such a travesty in my opinion. But you know, at least we got there. At least everyone can acknowledge that the show is good. The show is canon. I literally had family members debate if the show was canon or not. The show is canon. But I think this was actually after the first movie, like before the show. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. The show may have been out at this point, but they made a game for it. Wasn't great, kind of janky, but I got the platinum. I had fun with it. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. See, I told you I was on the list. Dang, it doesn't even register when I got my first trophy for the game, because this was actually the first game I played on my dad's PS3 back in the day. My dad got the PS3 for Christmas. I think in probably what, 2011, 2010 maybe, one of those years, whatever makes sense in terms of the math here. And I didn't platinum this game until 2013 because this game, great game. Let me start with that. Star Wars The Force Unleashed was a great game. Playing this at the hardest difficulty as a high schooler was mind numbing. I raged so hard playing this game. Like literally the second world was one of the hardest things I've ever done in all of my PS3 gaming years. This game was absurd for no reason. But after I made it past the second and then the third world, like it was a cakewalk after that. Maybe not a cakewalk, but I did it, and I didn't complain anymore after that. Here's Ratchet and Clank 1, finally on the list, still in 2013. Nice, I did it. I'm pretty sure I have every Ratchet and Clank Platinum minus the PS4 reboot, and I'll show y'all here if you just keep watching the video. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception, Platinum. Hot take, Uncharted 3 is the best Uncharted. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Great game, love the multiplayer for this. I put so much time into this game. W's all around. Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, PS3 and PS Vita. Okay, back into the weird era. I'm pretty sure this game was, if this game came out now, there would have been debate if this game was a DLC or not. I guarantee it. Because this was a short game. This was a pretty easy platinum. I mean, it took me a month apparently, if this is the first trophy right here and this is the platinum. But I enjoyed it. Dude, Ratchet and Clank's such a goated series of games. If you know, you know, and if you don't, get caught up. Seriously, it's worth it. Unit 13 for the PS Vita. All right, 2014. This is around the time that I got a PS Vita for Christmas because I thought it was really cool. I thought it was gonna be the next big thing. It wasn't, but I still enjoyed the heck out of that thing. I brought it on every road trip. Anytime I went out of the house, this is what was in my hands instead of a DS at that point. Unit 13, okay game. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Y'all, if you don't remember the age where PlayStation made a Super Smash Bros. Knockoff, you were missing out. This game was so fun with family and friends. It's quite obviously a clone, but it was fun. Very interesting mechanics, made for some good games whenever people came over. Basically just had to beat the arcade mode with every character to get the platinum, and that was kind of it. Some other random things, but not too bad. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Great game. Dude, this game really put Naughty Dog on the map. Like Naughty Dog was already kind of on the map, but this game changed it for them, and they are still like the premier single player game story experience tellers, makers, whatever you want to put that. Great game. Crushing difficulty sucks, but it's worth it. The game actually wasn't that bad at crushing difficulty until I had so much trouble with the final boss, but that one was tough for me to figure out, not gonna lie. Wow, and then it looks like I took a year or so off before getting my next platinum trophy for Infamous First Light. We're in 2015 now. This is right around the time that I graduated from high school. Crazy. This one was not bad at all. The platinum, it was a pretty short game, pretty easy to play. Nice little story, neat mechanics. It was Infamous on PS4. I was pretty new to the PS4 at this point. Is this my first PS4 platinum? That would be crazy if it was. It could be. Great game. Give it a try if you haven't already. Yeah, confirming this looks like my first PS4 platinum, so we are officially changing eras here. Oh, now we're hitting the era where I was first allowed to play M-rated games. Y'all, I had to sneak playing Call of Duty. My dad let me sneak it behind my mom, but that was the only way I could play Call of Duty at this time. And this was right when I, again, graduated high school, went to college. I'm like, I'm playing every Call of Duty campaign I can right now, and I'm giving every game I can a try. And so I played a lot of games, did a lot of experimenting, didn't get a lot of platinums, but I had some catching up to do here. This is when things started to change for me as a gamer, because as I started playing through the Call of Duty campaigns, I really enjoyed playing Call of Duty, and this is basically when I swapped from platinum trophy hunting to grinding COD after class. And so you're going to start to see that here. There's probably going to be some more time in between platinums here. You know, also being a college student, you don't have a ton of free time time, you know? I made time for people. I made time for classes and homework and all that good stuff. I was a busy young man. But alas, we pushed through. So where's my next platinum trophy? I mean, there's a 100%, but that's just NBA 2K17, the prelude. So that does not count. Oh, next platinum trophy was Brink. Oh my gosh. I remember why this one took so long. I got Brink in 2011, again, because my mom would not let me play M games. So I had to get a T-rated shooter, a T-rated FPS game. And this was new. This was fresh at the time. I know there were a lot of mixed feelings about Brink as a game. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was fluid. The movement was good. The gunplay was pretty solid. An interesting idea for a game locked on the PS3, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But yeah, there was one trophy in this game. I grinded this game in 2011. As you can see, I got so many trophies so quickly. Oh, but here it is. There was this one trophy that I just could not do because I couldn't play online because for some reason, even though it was T-rated, it wouldn't let me play online. And I had to get my cousin to boost this trophy with me because basically I had to spot a mine. If you play FPS games, you know that mines suck and computers cannot read what you're trying to tell them to do. So basically you would have to spot a mine and then you would have to have an engineer defuse it because this game had a class system and only engineers could defuse things that you spot. They could disable any sort of equipment, but not many people played as engineers at the time. So this one legit took me, what, 6 or 7 years to do, but I eventually got it. I was so proud to finally get it. I mean, it's literally called Time to Sleep, and that's exactly what I did after I got this platinum trophy. Many years in the making. Infamous Second Son. I'm pretty sure this was a game. Yeah, I started it in 2015 and platinumed it in 2018. So I played through the story when I got the PS4. I'm pretty sure this is one of my first PS4 games because I got a PS4 in college for Christmas one year, my freshman year, to be real specific here. And eventually I went back and platinumed the game. This looks like probably over a summer break. Great game. You do have to play through it multiple times. I would highly recommend the Infamous games to anyone that likes third-person action adventure games or superhero games or PlayStation originals. Like, get it, please. You will thank me later. Trust me. Oh, we got a goodie here. Marvel Spider-Man back in 2019. I think this was the one platinum trophy I got in 2019. This is the year that I graduated college. And while I should have been studying for finals, guess what I was doing? I was freaking grinding this game every night. I hit the point of the year, the point in the COD cycle where I hate playing COD. Happens every year, without a doubt. Literally happening to me right now as I record this video. Anyways, I hit the point in the school year where I was tired of, I think it was Black Ops 4 at the time, and Spider-Man had pretty recently come out. I don't think it was brand new when I played it, but it had pretty recently come out. And dude, this really changed a lot of things for me as a gamer in college specifically. I mean, obviously I love the Ratchet and Clank games, the Uncharted games, the Infamous games. I never would have called myself a Marvel or a Spider-Man person at the time yet, but this game, and I know basically anyone that plays this game and gets this platinum trophy feels the same way, but this game changed my inner core as a gamer. Not to be dramatic. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of drama in there, but you know, just gotta spice it up. Great game. I don't need to say anything else about it. A lot of people have this platinum trophy. Would recommend to anyone that's looking to get into platinum trophy hunting in this day and age. This is the good one to start with. Oh yeah, and then we are in some more recent times where I got very much back into Call of Duty until my first platinum trophy hunting video that I ever made for YouTube. And it was for SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I'm pretty sure I talked about this one already. Obviously, that's the first video on my channel that's actually live and public right now. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but game came out in 2020. I played it for a little bit. Probably went back to playing COD for the rest of the year. Took the little break that I needed to from COD. And then in 2023, I found my first platinum trophy hunting content somewhere on the internet. I don't know if it was YouTube. I don't know if it was Twitter. Somewhere. I said, you know what? I'm actually pretty close to platinuming a game. So I think I started in 2020. I probably picked it up. Yeah, 2021, I picked it up to like finish the story. And then 2023, I picked it up again to get the platinum trophy. This is a game I played in my childhood. I enjoyed it a lot. The first time, I enjoyed it a lot. With the rehydrated version here, I'm also just I'm a SpongeBob guy, okay? I'm literally watching the show with my wife like every night when we eat dinner right now. It's great. And then next we have the Jumping Churros Turbo. This game's shovelware. Do not play this game. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I didn't know what no-nos existed in the platinum trophy hunting community at the time. Now I know. Do not buy this game. Do not play it. I mean, I did what I did because I thought it would be a great video. A waste of $2. Don't do it. You'll probably get roasted for the rest of your life, like me. Just kidding. No one actually comments on it, but if you want to roast me for it, do it. I don't care. It is what it is at this point. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Great game. This one I started on the PS4. Didn't pick it up again until I got a PS5, I think. Played through it, like played through the story. And then sometime later, I was like, hey, I should get the platinum trophy for that because I'm like 10 trophies away. So I did, made a video about it. You can go watch it. Great game. Astro's Playroom. Of course, this is like the game that comes pre-installed on your PS5. I don't have to say anything else. Great game. Great Easter eggs. Great information in this game. Played through it when I got the PS5, and then I played for the platinum. Once I got back into platinum trophy hunting and making content about it, I played this one off stream and enjoyed it for myself. Would recommend. Crash Team Rumble. Dude, this game was such a flop. I'm not even gonna lie. Made a video about it. I tried to be one of the early platinum gamers here. I feel weird calling myself a gamer in that instance, but I don't know what else to say. So I feel like I was one of the first people to platinum this game. I could be totally incorrect though, because this game came out, yeah, if it came out on June 20th and I platinumed it on June 25th, dude, I grinded this game for like a week and I got the platinum trophy. I was not the first I was not the first person to make a YouTube video about this. I did get beat to that. So shout out to Noah Sunday. If you happen to be watching this. He was the first one to make a video on it and it did pretty good for him. And then I put out my video and it sucked. And I look back now, I'm like, dang, this video sucks. It is what it is. You live and you learn. Don't do it. It's not a real Crash game. Maybe one day I'll go platinum the actual Crash Bandicoot games, but we'll see. Let me know if you would watch a video of me playing through the whole trilogy or Crash Bandicoot 4. I hear both equally sucked. Next we have Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Again, most of these platinums at this point, I'm going to have a video about on my channel. So if you want to see me get the platinum, go check my channel, go check my playlist for it. It's there. Great game. Short game, but great game. Would recommend. Titanfall 2. It only took me until 2023 to finally play the game. And oh boy, trying to run the gauntlet. Dude, this trophy right here, becomes the master. This is one of the most difficult trophies that I've ever done. It legit took me, what, like 2 or 3 hours to do because you're just running a time trial course. Pain. But other than that, I actually really love this game. Short platinum, great game. Online's kind of not there right now, but I think some people are trying to bring it back. I know we would all love to see a Titanfall 3. I don't know if it's actually going to happen because the people that made this now are working on Apex. It is what it is. Next, I went for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, my first Call of Duty Platinum trophy. Why on earth would I pick this to be my first Call of Duty Platinum trophy? I don't know. Actually, I know exactly why. It went free to play, and so multiplayer was revived for it. And I said, you know what? Now would be a great time to grind the multiplayer trophies. And then once I completed the multiplayer trophies, I was like, you know what? Let me grind the zombies trophies. And then after I grinded the zombies trophies, I was like, you know what? Let me grind the campaign trophies. And then bada bing, bada boom, I got a platinum trophy and a Call of Duty game video somewhere on my channel. Probably not in the description, but somewhere on the channel. Great game. I'm actually a huge fan of Black Ops Cold War. In my opinion, one of the best Call of Duties we've had in recent years. I can't wait for Treyarch to make another Call of Duty. I'm so excited. I'm so over Modern Warfare at this point. TBH. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Holy moly. How do I word this? I don't regret going through this platinum. If I could tell my past self to not do it, I would. This is the Battlefront 2. It's a good game now. I'll give them that. They fixed it up. It was kind of a mess when it dropped. I didn't enjoy it when it first came out because I got it when it first came out. I was super hype. I played it. I'm like, this sucks. And I deleted it. Probably had a disc, so maybe I sold it. I don't know. And then it eventually, somehow I got it again for, I don't think I bought it. I think I got it for free. And I said, you know what? Let me try to platinum this game. I don't think a ton of people have it. And you know what? I sat in this chair. I grinded this game for like a month and I eventually got that platinum trophy. Unfortunately, I recorded the entire thing in 720p because I am a dingus. But you know, it happens and it's okay. And then this is actually the most recent video right here. It's Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Again, if you would like to see me actually play through the game and document the journey, go check out the video. That's where I give all my thoughts about it. Great game. Oh my gosh, dude, I love this game so much. Easily my game of the year last year. Again, personal opinion, my favorite game. So good, dude. So good. And then closing out 2023, we have Overcooked All You Can Eat. Now this version of it has both Overcooked 1 and 2. And actually, my wife and I played this, like, I guess at this point, like 2 years ago. So this was for us, we were just dating at the time and we played through both Overcooked games. And let me tell you, if you want to put a relationship to the test and if you want to know you can stand that other person and communicate and work well with that person, this game right here will teach you a lot. We learned so much. And honestly, it was so fun. Like, obviously now we're married, so you know, good stuff came out of it. But if you don't know how to play games like this, don't do it. Don't force yourself to play it. It is a co-op game. You can do it by yourself. It's not fun by yourself. I grinded out the last few trophies by myself with 2 controllers. Trying to play 4 players with 2 controllers by myself. It was that I would not recommend. But if you have at least 1 friend, if not up to 3 friends that enjoy playing this specifically with you, I would recommend doing that. Great game, great games, I should say. It's a fun little platinum. And that's how I closed out 2023, which brings me to today, where I got my first platinum trophy of 2024. And the first platinum I got was for Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. This is the game that is bringing me back into my platinum trophy arc. We're done with the Call of Duty arc, so I don't know if you know. So I got my start in content creation, making Call of Duty content, specifically Warzone, when around the time Fortune's Keep came out, and then Warzone 2 came out and it was booty cheeks, and I said, I can't do this. Game's trash and I hate playing it. What else can I do? I stumbled upon platinum trophies yet again, because obviously I did it back in high school, back in the day. Didn't make content about it, just enjoyed it. Really loved doing it back in the day. I said, you know what? I have a backlog of games that I need to play through. Let's get some platinum trophies. I did that for a little bit, and then they teased Warzone 3 and I said, I'm back. And you know what? I grinded for what, like a month or 2, and I said, I can't do this anymore. And here we are. I would say I'm officially back on the platinum platinum trophy hunting train. If y'all want to see me platinum a game, please let me know down in the comments below. I need suggestions. Granted, I do have a backlog. I do have a list. This is the game I'm actively working on. So if you want a little sneak peek at what I'm working on next, this is it right here. Guardians of the Galaxy video will be coming in the next few weeks. Hold me accountable to that, please. I do want to get this video out. And if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for listening to me ramble on for however long I did here about my platinum trophy collection. I'm also using this as a benchmark for myself because I am now at 38 platinum trophies. My account level is 349. I have over 4,000 trophies total. And I think it'll be really cool to see where I go this year with all this. So if you want to stay up to date on my experiences and my journeys here, feel free to drop a sub, ring the bell, or don't. I mean, I can't make you do anything. You got some freedom here, okay? But if you did drop a sub, I appreciate you. You are loved. Thanks for being here. Guardians of the Galaxy video out soonish, hopefully. I'm still playing through the game. If you want to see me play through it live, go find my live stream over on the Purple platform. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I do stream there. For the time being. Yeah, let's see what 2024 brings us. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.